name's Jocelyn Yates here from St. George, Utah, and I joined this business 3 years ago this month.
Happy anniversary! We celebrated for you.
The way I describe the Loyal Customer Program is it's just like Costco. I don't know anybody that doesn't shop at Costco, so they can understand that. So I say it's just like Costco, but instead of spending $50 to shop with us, we just ask that you order one product for 3 months.
Okay, awesome. All right, next, tell us your name. How long have you been in the business? Where are you from? And how do you describe the Loyal Customer Program?
Okay, my name is Tiffany Herr. I'm from Avon, Indiana. I've been in for 2 years last month. And the way I explain the Loyal Customer Program is I like to tell them, listen, I'm gonna give you 40% off and it's free to be a loyal customer. You're just gonna purchase one product with me for 3 months in a row. There's no minimum, there's no maximum. It's just whatever you can spend for that month and you're gonna love our products.
Awesome, thank you.
Hey guys, I'm Barbara Bozer from Los Angeles, and I'm coming up on 7 years this March. Actually, the 23rd, if it works. 7 years. Yikes. So when I'm talking to somebody about the Loyal Customer Program, I will ask them, have you ever heard of it? And if they say no, I say it's free to be a loyal customer as long as you order something for at least 3 months. How does that sound?
Okay, so you want to hear a few things. They did not say it's a 3-month commitment on auto ship. The way they describe the Loyal Customer Program keeps it easy. I often say most people choose to become a loyal customer. I love what Kyler said, everyone I know gets the system. Guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna get the system. I say you've got the retail option, most people become a customer because you get 40% off for life, right? The other thing that I like to say is you have complete control. Complete control. You're gonna have your own ID number and password, you can log in, change your order, check your tracking, you have complete control. We want people to feel comfortable, and I say, if you have any questions, you've got me right here, and I'll help you out. So these ladies sign customers a lot of different ways, and I think when you get in the business, you'll learn what your favorite way to build is, your favorite way to reach out to people is, and your first goal, as you know, is to gather 4 customers in your first 30 days. And when you do that, 3 things happen. First, you earn 120 in product credit. Right? So I like to have my new distributors take a look and figure out what products they want to try themselves so they get excited about that free product. The second thing that happens is you get 2 boxes of wraps at a discounted rate. And then the third most important thing is that you have unlocked the eligibility to earn the $1,000 bonus. So getting those 4 customers is crucial. And I think that corporate is very generous, to be honest, because they give us 30 days. I don't give my new distributors 30 days. I tell them that they need to get those 4 customers before their kid even comes, because you can. You have your website immediately available. You have the ability to call, text, Facebook, etc., and start getting the wrap on people or start connecting with them right when you sign up. So I want to hear from you guys. How do you train your new distributors to get those 4 loyal customers quickly?
So for me, I use this thing called the Hundreds List. How many of you have heard of the Hundreds List? How many of you have a Hundreds List? Awesome, okay. So that's the first thing I talk to my team about is, who is your inner circle? Who is your people? Who loves you so much that they're gonna support you? And start writing those names down. Who would help you move? Who would you bring to your birthday party? Who would you take on a girls' night out? Your parents, their siblings, etc. And then I ask them to kind of look at our products now and match them up with a product that they think that they would really love. And then you kind of start going through that list. So it's like, hey mom, am I still your favorite? You're always going to the spa. I think I found something that you are just gonna love. Would you be willing to try it? And introduce it in that way to them. Let them know that they're going to be supporting you as well and get them excited about using the product. And if you have a list of 100 people that you consider, a close friend, family, etc., you're pretty much going to get your first 4.
Okay, so I want you to hear a few things that she did. Number 1, she connected with people that she knew. And she said, why, hello. I just started a new business. I'd love to get your support. Can you help me? And I found something you would love. You are going to love it. She's confident, she's excited, and she's specific. She's not saying, hey, will you help me get my business started? She's saying, will you try this product that you will love for 3 months? She's really clear.
Okay, so loyal customers for me, I'm really big on parties. I'm just a true believer in that. If you can get your party scheduled with your new distributors in their first at least 14 days, so 2 weeks, they're gonna be off in a very, very quick start. And that's how I got my business started so quickly, was because we were launching businesses within 7 days of getting them started. So when I get a distributor signed up, I say, I need a launch party set up right now, 7 days. And they're like, 7 days? Well, I don't even have my business builder kit. They don't need their business builder kit. We just talked about in the last panel. I bring all the stuff that I have, so the products that I use. I bring a half-used defining gel, some hair, skin, and nails that have maybe 1 pill in it. I don't know why there's 1, you're supposed to take 2, but it's fine. I'm like, sniff the pill, it's minty. But anyway, so when you get to the launch parties, you gotta be confident and know that when I get in front of them, I'm gonna sign every single person that comes to their party for them. So the same thing that we talked about. You're thinking about your distributor more than yourself. So I know that if confidently, like we talked about, if you believe in yourself, then you should be getting those launch parties scheduled, because you know that if you get in front of their friends, family, whoever, that you're gonna get those first 4 loyals for them in their first 30 days, and right off the bat in 1 week. And there's where that momentum comes. If you have a lot of momentum from the beginning, it's not gonna stop, because just like Pam just said, you gotta keep leading from the front. You gotta get them started. And so loyal customers for me are big. Get your launch party scheduled within the first 2 weeks. Get them there for, and just like you said, it unlocks the compensation plan. But partying is fun. So another tip that Denise wanted me to talk to you guys about is people. Number 1 question she said that people are probably thinking right now is, you're thinking, how do you get people to schedule their parties? Or how do you get people to even come to your parties? Don't make your parties a setup where they come and you're standing up and you're reading off the party pad. If you know their friends like to have a little bit of wine, bring wine, okay? I'm not saying you, I'm just saying they're like, have the person that's hosting it, if they know that that's what's gonna get their friends in front of you, then let them have a glass of wine, okay? Put a facial on them, they don't have to rap, but you know that you're gonna talk about all these products that they didn't know about. Juices are flowing, people are feeling good, you got a lot of loyal customers and potential distributors. It works very well.
Tiffany, I want you to share, because you're passionate about parties and launching your distributors with parties because it worked for you. How did you gather your first? Tell them about your first few weeks.
Oh my gosh, my first few weeks, like my first week as a distributor, I signed like 17 loyal customers. My second week went on to like 30, and I don't even know how many I signed in my first month. All I knew was that we were having launch parties weekly. I probably was having about 4 to 5 every single week in my first month, and that's what got me to Diamond in 30 days. So all I'm saying is get your launch party schedule and believe in your team, and you gotta believe in yourself so you can get in front of them, and that you can be the one that can get those customers for them, so it helps them off to a quick start. Get that momentum going with your team. That's what's going to fire them up, is that quick momentum. Everyone remember the first time you signed your first loyal customer? How good did that feel? You were like, yes, just killed it, on to the next, right? So get out there and destroy those loyals. I'm just kidding, I don't know why.
She's getting excited. Well, a few things she mentioned is you don't need weeks to plan a party. You don't. And to be honest, if you wait too long, people will forget. And so my best parties are when it's maybe 2 or 3 days. And you're texting your people and you're saying, dude, you gotta try this wrap. Come to my house on Saturday and I'll wrap you. You know, you're excited, you're passionate. Get them there. And if you have an upline in your area, then get your friends in front of your upline. If you don't, get your friends in front of a Zoom, or connect with them, with people who have had experience, and just do it. Because when they are around you and your confidence and your belief, then they'll be just as excited. So Jocelyn, you are social media queen. So we know that you do a lot of your loyal customer gatherings through social media. Tell us how you launch your new distributors.
New distributors, right off the bat, I give them a sample post. It usually goes something like this. I just started selling the It Works products. I'm super excited. I'm looking for 4 product testers. And then they'll mention that they're gonna get my discount and use the products for 3 months, and to message them if they're interested. From there, it goes one of 2 ways. Number 1, all of their friends want to do it and they have tons of like and comments. And number 2, nothing happens. When that happens, and it's going to happen to a few people, that's when you want to help them make sure that they have a few other sample posts. Or if they're building on social media specifically, make sure that they know how to blitz on social media. So don't be afraid to give your new distributors sample messages and really reiterate with them that they need to form relationships with their friends, see how they're doing, and then say, oh, by the way, I have these awesome wraps and you need to try them, they're amazing. I remember when I first started, that's what I did. I messaged my friends and it was just this big long spiel, and it wasn't a good message, and I don't even know how I still signed up customers with it. But the excitement that you have just sending those messages, when they don't get response on their photo, that's what's gonna get them their customers.
So you are posting on Facebook, you're posting on Instagram, every like or comment is considered a lead, and you're private messaging them. I often recommend, if you have people asking questions on your wall, private message them and talk behind closed doors, because you don't want to put all your information out on right there, because then no one else will ask questions because all the answers are there. So you want to be interactive, but take it behind closed doors for that close. So when someone likes or comments on a post, what do you say?
I say, I will message you. And then everybody else that I know is seeing my post, but they're too scared to like or comment. They see it and they then say, well, I want to know too. Will you message me? And just from writing that simple, I will message you, from one person being interested, I usually get another 1 or 2 that also are interested.
So what do you message them? What do you say next?
I usually start at like, hey girl, how are you? Or just really starting to form that relationship, or if I haven't talked to them for a while. And then from there, whatever questions they have, I answer them. So I let them be in control of the conversation. I'll say, have you ever heard of It Works before? If the answer is no, my next question is, have you ever heard of the wraps before? And then if they say yes or no, depending, I'll say, well, have you tried it? And it opens the door, because once they try those wraps, they are going to want to sign up.
Awesome. Thank you. Did you hear that she asks a question? We want them to respond to us. So if you throw up a million bullet points about what a customer is and how they sign up, then they don't have a reason to engage with you. So you want to just say, one thing I've learned is to say a box of wraps is $99, but most people sign up as a customer and get it for $59. And then they say, well, what's a customer? Well, let me tell you. You want to have that banter back and forth. So Tiffany, you are following up with loyal customers. You're generating some leads. I want to hear, number 1, how do you generate loyal customer leads? And then number 2, do you have a closing tip for us?
Generating customer leads, I gotta think about that. I guess mostly mine's kind of like her social media. I'm generating by making my 3x3 rule, which we all know is 3 product posts a day and your 3 lifestyle posts. You guys gotta make sure you're posting, you gotta be consistent, but I've noticed that when I've steered away from not posting about the products, the customers have steered away. So make sure you're being consistent with your posting. And whether or not someone likes that post that I make on that, or something, just a normal post or a product post, if they comment on a product post, or if they comment on a, just like a lifestyle post, I will comment and I will ask them, have you ever thought about trying one of our products? So I don't always start with a distributorship, because like we just noticed, so many of you started as a loyal. So we gotta remember that loyal customers are just as important as the distributors that we're signing. Get those loyal customers on, get that wrap on them, and then it's gonna turn into so much more. So whether they like, honestly, I don't really focus just on commenting if they comment on the product post. I do it either or. So if it's a lifestyle post or a product post, I'll kind of lean towards that. Or the same thing, I'm making sure that I'm kind of staying active on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. And if I'm seeing someone talk about, I'm wanting to lead a healthier lifestyle, or I see them working out, I'll mention, hey, have you ever thought about trying New You? They're working out, so why not? Lean muscle mass, strength endurance. So you just really have to keep your eyes peeled. You gotta stay focused, and you gotta really be thinking about everyone else around you, not yourself. And then a closing tip for me would be, gosh, I'm trying to think. Get them on the phone. That's my closing tip. Get people on, I have to think about it. Get people on the phone. The reason why I say that is people want to hear your excitement. You can't hear that through a text message or sometimes even through a voice message. If you're just rambling on or if you're doing something with your kids and you're not really showing any type of excitement. I've noticed every single time that I've got them on the phone and I started talking about products, they were asking about more than what they thought they were calling for. So get people on the phone. And I know some of you are thinking, oh, that's scary. I don't know if I want to do that. I'm telling you right now, it's a game changer. I've done it since the day that I started. I got people on the phone. I made sure that they heard that I was excited. People buy you before they buy the product.
Thank you. All right, Barbara, I want to hear from you. How do you generate loyal customer leads? And then do you have a closing tip?
Yeah, so we started, I talked about the hundreds list, and 7 years in, that's now my thousands list. And I've never really stopped adding to it, and I'm really fierce about the follow-up. And when I'm talking to people, I'm asking them questions like, do you have an event coming up? How did you hear about it? You know, about them. So I want to know basically, what can I do to help you? And then I can get excited about sharing, like, I have this product, I think you're going to love it. You know, sharing if I have a before and after picture, things like that with them. And following up is so important to me. It's something I do more than one time a week. There's never a time when I'm sitting there like, I don't know what to do today. It's like there's always somebody to follow up with. So be really, really organized about that. Whatever your preferred system is, if you write it on a piece of paper, if you have it on an Excel doc, whatever it is, be really organized about who you've talked to, who you've introduced the product to, start building that relationship with them, and then find an opportunity to introduce the product or the business to them. One of my favorites right now is asking them, hey, I'm having a Facebook event on Wednesday. If I invite you, would you watch it? And most people do. And then I can follow up with them, like what stood out to you, with, you know, and I can see what they're commenting on during the event, and then I can follow up with them like, hey, I saw you were commenting on the system. And again, ask them questions about what we can do to help them. Then I think to close, I'm pretty straightforward. It's like, okay, did you want to do the retail or the loyal customer program? Let them answer. And then I say, okay, is now a good time? Did you want to order with me over the phone or online? Let them answer what's better for them. If they say the phone, can I call you right now? If they say I want to order online, I'm like, okay, did you have time right now? I can walk you through it. There's a way for you to get an extra $10 off future order. So usually they want to hear about that. So it kind of makes them like they need me to help go through that order, and I want to make sure that they do it correctly, and if they do have any questions, I can help them.
So do you see that she didn't say, are you ready now or later? She said, do you want to become a loyal customer or a distributor? Do you want to do it over the phone or online? Do you want to, and she made it like, they would have to say, oh no, I want to do it later. She's assuming now. She's assuming now. And when you assume now, we just want to make it easy for people to say, okay, are you ready to order? Okay, I can do it for you. Okay. We want to make it easy for them to say yes, and you do that. All right, Jocelyn, we know, again, social media, you're posting, you're following up machine. Tell us a little bit about how you generate loyal customer leads and then how you follow up and close.
So Facebook specifically, it's people that I'm friends with, people I went to the same high school with, people that my husband's friends with, people that my mom's friends with. I try to find people that I have mutual friends with that I can reach out to. And as far as Instagram goes, I try to think of a target demographic that I can look at. So for me, I love people like me that are newlyweds that maybe were in college full-time. So I try to think, what would a girl like me be following on Instagram? And that's gonna be like clothing boutiques. I know that if a 19-year-old buys clothes on Instagram, she's gonna wanna look good in those clothes, and I have something that's gonna make her look good in those clothes. So then I'm gonna follow her on Instagram and start being her friend and form a relationship with her. And just from doing that and being friendly with people on Instagram, that's how I've been able to build all of my followers and posting before and after pictures. In 2014, it was crazy. 1 month I signed up close to 50 customers just from posting before and after pictures every other hour on Instagram and forming relationships. It's all about forming relationships on social media.
So you get someone interested, they like or comment, they're like, okay, what is this? You piqued my interest, how do you close the sale?
The biggest thing for me has been getting their email address or their phone number so that I can get them off of social media and then I can follow up with that. And then from there, I answer their questions and then I say, when would you like to order? I let them pick a date and then I say, okay, great, I'm gonna contact you tomorrow and we're gonna get you signed up. Or if they say right now, I'm gonna say, would you rather have me help you to put in the order or would you have me walk you through it on my website? I give them the option and then from there, they are in control.
So, thank you. Now, Tiffany, you mentioned you have a closing tip that you forgot about. It's really good. She makes her loyal customers exclusive.
Oh, okay, yes. This is actually a tip from a girl in my downline. She's amazing. And I don't remember specifically who started this on our team, but this is really cool. So you guys know how when you sign up a loyal customer, they get their own landing link, right? So when they, in their first 30 days, they can send it to their friends and family. And if they order off that as a loyal customer, they get a box of wraps for free or $35 worth of any other product that they want. And that's unlimited. So what we've been doing is we've been taking our loyal customer, and obviously we ask them, is it okay if we make this picture for you? So we take a picture, and then on that picture, we actually, with WordSwag, put their landing link on that picture. We then give them the picture that they can post on their own Facebook page while tagging you, okay, to their demographic on their page, and then they're gonna talk about, hey, I just ordered these amazing products. Here's my link if any of you guys want to check this out. And that's something that you can stay connected with them, and now their link is up there and you're tagged on it as well. So that's your loyal customer. Now people are like, what is she talking about? Products I've never heard of it works. They're going to click on your page. You might get an ad or two. You might even get a few messages. You never know. Someone looking for something like this. So like I said, I don't remember exactly who started that on our team, but that wasn't me. But all I know is that it's worked very, very well. So making that picture for them, putting the little link on there, and then letting them, even making just a little script for them to put on their page to talk about how they're a new customer, they can't wait to try the products. They can even say what they ordered if they feel comfortable, and that, hey, go check my website out, because it is their website. So that's just a little exclusive thing that we worked.
Awesome, awesome. One of my favorite tips is while I'm looking to gather customers is I'll often say that I have one spot left. One spot left. And then I'll say, and I'm ready to, I'm putting orders in today, I've got one spot left, are you ready to get your order in? Otherwise, I'll give it to someone else. Because what I find is that I can offer them the world. I could be like, I'm gonna give you 40% off, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and they don't care unless I'm taking it away. So sometimes I'll say, I've got one spot left, are you ready to get going? Otherwise I'll offer it to someone else. And that usually creates a sort of response. So all right, we've just got a few minutes left. Last question. How do you retain your customers and provide good customer service afterwards? Because we know whether it's the system or the wrap that they start with, we want them to bridge to the other products and find something to marry to. Something they can't live without. Like defining gel, I will never be without defining gel. And we want our customers to find that one product that they just love. So what do you do to keep in touch with them and to increase your retention?
The way that I keep my loyal customers is by sending them just little samples, so just of the greet packets. So if I am, I'll send out a little catalog in in just a little folder or whatever. I'll send them a catalog again so they can even look at the newer products that we've just started with, and just throw a little green sample in there. And they'll call me and they'll be like, oh my gosh, those greens made me feel really good. And I'm like, I know, right? That's the best product ever. I'm just huge on the greens. I think everybody in the world needs greens every day.
So for me, I schedule follow-up texts with all of my loyal customers, one about 5 to 7 days after they ordered to see, hey, did you get your order in yet? And then about 5 days before their next auto ship will run. Another thing I like to do, if it works out for the customer, is change their second auto ship to something different. So that way, if they still have defining gel and then they're not getting a second bottle of something that they already have, and I want them to to try something new. So if it works out in that conversation, I will, try to do that for them, just because we do want them to be married to the product. And then I like them to have my direct cell number. Like Denise said, make sure that they know how to log into their account so they have full control. They know exactly how to do everything and know that it stops with me. I am their customer service. They don't really need to call and wait on hold. We signed up like 2 million customers last year, so that can't be too fun. I want to take care of it for them. For me, I want them to be loyal, like all capital loyal. They are our brand ambassador. And then ask them for a referral. Oh, you loved it, that's awesome. Can I see your before and afters? Do you know anybody else that you think could use it? And really kind of grow your reach that way as well.
Every single month on the 1st, you should have your steps to success printed out. Every time I sign up a loyal, I write down their name and their ID number, because then I know that in next month I can go back and I'll remember to follow up with every single one of those people because I wrote them down. Write them down. It's going to help you see your goals, and it's going to remind you every single month to go follow up with those old ones from last month.
Awesome. And don't forget, we've got the Loyal Customer Referral Program. We do have perk points. For every $10 they spend, they get $1 off any product that they want. Make sure they know the benefits of becoming a loyal customer, because most people want to have the best price, the best product, and they'll want to do it. So, any last tips? Anything you're thinking of?
I forgot to say, when I text them, I save their info in my phone with their ID number and their first name. So when they text me back, it's super easy for me to log in and see what they just ordered, or if they have an auto ship set up, so I can respond more personally and say like, oh, are you loving your facials? Kind of talk to them about what they're using. So that's a little tip too.
Awesome. So some of you are out there and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this person needs to try the wrap, this person needs to try the system, or I was at a party and I need to follow up with these people. Write their names down, and during this break, text them and say, I am gathering loyal customers today and putting orders in. I've got one spot left. Are you ready to place your order? Otherwise, I'll offer it to someone else. And we want to see all of you be loyal customer gathering machines. So give this group a round of applause.